What are you saying? 30 million villas are on sale. Just 10 million. What are you waiting for? Borrow money to buy. Flip the deal and make a net profit of 20 million. Global limited edition commemorative perfume, 340000. After the discount, it only costs 3,400 yuan. The original price of Ferrari F8 is 3.4 million yuan. The discount price is only 1 million yuan. This discount is too crazy, isn't it? All the products here are at crazy discounts. What are you hesitating about? Hurry up and buy. Since obtaining the crazy discount system, Yang Hao has happily become a bad guy. Being a divine hero is that simple. Keywords of the novel. Shenhao starts from crazy discount store without pop-ups. Shenhao starts from crazy discount store with full download of TXT. Shenhao starts from crazy discount store with the latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. System rolling. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1 System rolling. What are you saying? What do you want me to pay? Yang Hao frowned as he looked at the holographic electronic screen suddenly appearing in front of him. Just now, he was maliciously bound by a Shenhao membership system. Also, ding. The host is requested to pay the Shenhao membership fee. For Cainiao members, the annual membership fee is 300,000 yuan. Please pay it immediately. Sleeping in bed, I have to go to find a wealthy woman to take care of me when I'm poor at night. Surprisingly, you still want me to pay some divine wealth membership fees. Get out of my way, I don't serve your broken system. I don't care who you like to mess with, I don't care. Yang Hao has been experiencing a series of bad luck recently. Work is not going well. Being criticized by leaders everywhere without saying anything. The leader had an affair, and surprisingly pulled him to the top. The dog poop leader actually wrongly accused him of taking the lead in going to the club to have a good time. Unfortunately, he had difficulty speaking and was brutally beaten. In self-defense, he accidentally tore up the leader's wife's Hermes handbag worth 560,000 yuan. The leader turned a blind eye and demanded a brand new Hermes handbag. He was completely penniless. Not long ago, his girlfriend ran away with a wealthy man because she despised him for being poor. Before leaving, there was a fake crying scene. With a sweet voice and full of grievances, she choked her orchid fingers and sobbed. Darling, I'll wait for you to develop one day. I believe one day, you will come and pick me up in a Ferrari. Yang Hao was hit hard enough. The heartless betrayal of my girlfriend. Plus unreasonable claims from leaders. Finally, Yang Hao was overpowered. In order to repay this 560,000. He was forced into helplessness. I had no choice but to agree to my close friend and go on a blind date with the rich woman at night. It is said to be a blind date, but in fact, it is a foster care. Hang up the phone. Yang Hao is feeling frustrated about his embarrassing decision. The dignity of men has been lost to themselves. I didn't want to add fuel to the fire. Suddenly, such a broken system forced me to pay. The lion opened its mouth wide. At the beginning of speaking, it costs 300,000 yuan. Get out of my way, don't occupy my body. I don't need you, you worthless system. Yang Hao is very angry. When people have bad luck, they even stuff their teeth when drinking water. I can't believe that even binding a system would cost a lot of money. In their novels, there is no need to do anything about the Shenhao system. Reward villas and Lamborghini for everyone signing in. How do you get to yourself? It's like this urinary incontinence. Intentionally bullying people, right? Ding. The host is requested to pay the Shenhao membership fee. For Cainiao members, the annual membership fee is 300,000 yuan. Please pay it immediately. This makes him angry. Yang Haoqi slapped the holographic electronic screen in front of him. Brush. The holographic electronic screen is sliding. Ding. Host's violent resistance to this system has been detected. May I ask why the host is resisting this system? This system is a member system of Shenhao, and although it is slightly different from the host's ideal, it can still bring you supreme wealth. Is there a broken system like yours that only pays black money when it comes up? Mom, I only have 2,300 left on my card, and you even asked me for 300,000. I want your sister. I think you're just a scammer system. Get rough with me. I don't like to see you, this scammer. Get lost. Originally, the host was worried about not having enough money to pay the membership fee. Ding. Activate the daily installment payment mode for membership fees. Ding. A daily membership fee of 1,000 soft coins will be charged. Ding. Due to the host's violent resistance system, mandatory measures will be taken for this fee collection, and it will be completed. Yang Hao's face immediately panicked as he watched the system's prompt sound. Ding. The phone at hand immediately rang. Yang Hao had a bad premonition. Hurry up your phone to check. The bank SMS shows a payment of 1,000 soft coins, and the current balance in the account is 1,300 soft coins. My money. Yang Haoqi slapped the holographic display screen in front of it. This time, I made a mistake. Ding. The membership fee has been successfully collected and the system has been fully activated. Activate 1%, 2%. 99%. Activation completed. The holographic display screen flashes. Several rows of control panels have appeared. Name. Yang Hao of member level. Rookie member personal center. Click to enter, Shenhao product center. Click to enter, Shenhao task center. Click to enter. Yang Hao saw this information and stopped his hand. Frown and stare. The wood is already a boat, it seems impossible for oneself to get rid of this broken system. After thinking for a moment, he questioned, what kind of system are you? Shenhao membership system. Yang Hao. I know your name, I'm asking you specifically for what purpose. Please click on View by the host themselves. Yang Hao frowned and stared at these rows of control panels. Thinking that one's money cannot be wasted. So click on the Shenhao Product Center, to view the screen immediately pops up with 3 control panels. Blue Star Product Center, Shopping Cart, and Order Center. In a horizontal column. Look down. A bunch of product categories. Electrical appliances, clothing, beauty, outdoor, food, cars, real estate, waiting for a lot of products, covering everything. This is like a shopping app promoting various products. The content is quite rich, and there is actually a limited time flash sale for purchase. Under these categories, many products are recommended. The product is labeled with 2 price codes. Take a Ferrari as an example. Ferrari SF90 Straight Ale 2020. Market price. 4 million. Membership price. 1.5 million. Yang Hao looked at it for a moment. For a membership price of only 1.5 million, you can get a Ferrari. Don't buy a used and worn-out car. This price is too deceptive. Yang Hao doesn't believe it. Let's take a look at the others. 200 square meter luxury apartment. Market price. 30 million. Membership price. 10 million. Yang Hao shook his head as he watched. Absurd, it's really outrageous. I said your system is deceiving people. You have marked the market price as 30 million, but who would believe that 10 million can buy a luxury house worth 30 million? Even if you can really buy a house for 10 million, may I ask, who should pay for the shortfall between 10 million and 30 million? Ding. Only members of Shenhao can enjoy the membership price. Non-members can only purchase at the market price. After a member purchases, the Shenhao membership system will make up for any price difference, so the host does not need to worry about being deceived. Even if it's real or fake, I'm not afraid of losing you. Yang Hao still looked skeptical and decided to give it a try. Find me a product with a membership price of 1 soft coin. Ding. Our system store products have a minimum membership price of 100 soft coins, and there are number 1 soft coin products available. Yang Hao is speechless. Just 100 soft coins, that's really troublesome. Hurry up and search for it for me. Ding. We have searched for suitable products for you. A lot of products were immediately searched on the system panel. There are all kinds of things available. Clothes, backpacks, shoes, food. Yang Hao noticed a pair of sports shoes. This is a pair of anti-basketball shoes. I have been paying attention to this shoe for a long time. Unfortunately, the price is 499, and he has never been willing to buy it. Why don't we conduct an experiment on him? Hello, are you sure these are genuine shoes? Are they guaranteed to be brand new? Yang Hao questioned the system. Ding. This system guarantees that the goods are brand new and genuine. Please feel free to purchase with confidence. If it's not genuine or brand new, what would you do? Ding. If this system is fake, we will compensate 100 yuan. Okay, that's what you said. Yang Hao felt a burst of joy. If you really buy genuine shoes, it indicates that the system is not deceiving people, and having a crazy discount store can greatly benefit oneself. If you fail, you can compensate 100 for the fake, and not only will you get back the 1,000 yuan you lost, but you can also earn an additional 9,000 yuan. I won't lose out no matter what. I bought this shoe in size 41. Ding. Please pay 100 soft coins. Payment. Ding. The payment was successful, and the host successfully purchased a pair of 499 soft sister coins worth of anti-basketball shoes. Ding. The host is shopping for the first time. Please enter the logistics address and phone number for the system to deliver the goods to you. The address bar and phone number block jumped out in front of me. Yang Hao immediately entered the address and phone number. Ding. Successful purchase. Please move to the order center to view the shopping details of the purchased product. Yang Hao immediately clicked on the order center. In the upper right corner, the control panel immediately displays the purchased product. The logistics information is already available. Yang Hao clicks to view. Merchant order processed. The delivery has been collected. The express delivery is in the operation center. The delivery is already in progress. The contact information of the courier is 187XXXX. Yang Hao was dumbfounded when he saw this information. This logistic speed is too fast, isn't it? I just bought it a few minutes ago, and the logistics are already in the process of delivery. Absolutely deceiving. There's no such fast logistics information. This must be a fraudulent empty package, fake, absolutely. Yang Hao never believed that the logistics were real. The phone rings at this moment. Yang Hao picked up the package and saw that it displayed the courier phone number. Yang Hao frowned and answered, "Hello, hello. Hello, may I ask if this is Mr. Yang Hao? Here is a package for you. Are you currently at home? Please wait a moment, it will be delivered immediately." Doodle doodle. The phone hung up. Yang Hao's head was still a bit hazy, so he quickly rushed to the window and looked downstairs. There really is a delivery car driving into the community. Quickly, a thud 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 the door. Yang Hao hurriedly went to open the door. Sign the document. Closing the door, Yang Hao hurriedly unpacked a pair of brand new ANTA basketball shoes. The hang tag on them suddenly caught the eye. I went there and really bought it. Yang Hao looked up in disbelief and stared at the holographic display screen in front of him with a shocked expression on his face. This can't be a dream, can it? The new book needs to be taken good care of when uploaded. We hope for strong support from all parties. Thank you. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. Shenhao members, true fragrance. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. Shenhao members, true fragrance. Yang Hao pinched his cheek. It hurts a lot. This is not a dream. Looking inside the shoe box, there is also a shopping invoice that cannot be fake. I have really encountered a magical system. Just pay the Shenhao membership fee. You can enjoy crazy discount shopping. Cool. Yang Hao was extremely excited. Immediately search for Hermes handbags. Search out a bunch. Click on any one. Hermes Himalayan crocodile skin Birkin 30 silver buckle C.cut women's handbag. Product parameters. Product packagers /BY selling bags. Product name. Hermes product origin. France. Product size. 30 by 22 by 16 centimeters. Product color. Other product material. Crocodile skin closing method. Rotary buckle. Popular elements. Contrasting colors. Dressing scene /style. Commuter, banquet /cocktail party, mature woman, OL. Internal structure. One patch bag. Hardware material. Alloy hardware. Color. Silver style. Description. Handbag engraving. Seat. Engraving. Product accessories. Complete set packaging accessories. Complete set. Foam price. 103,7999 soft currency market price. 21270 soft coins member price. 6380 soft coins. Yang Hao was taken aback. How come this luxury bag has 3 price standards? Is it so cheap? Really only 6,380 yuan is enough. No, this discount is too crazy. What's the matter with the foam price? Ding. There is a certain premium for the price of luxury goods. The system sells goods, and the member price is auctioned at its tag price, rather than the inflated market foam price. Then the house price also overflowed a lot. Why didn't you make a foam price? Ding. There is no factory price tag for house prices, so the valuation is based on the current market situation. Yang Hao immediately understood. These luxury brands are discounted based on hang tag prices. Based on this calculation, this discount is really crazy. It's a great value proposition. A good way to make money suddenly came to Yang Hao's mind. Then he hurriedly asked. If I buy this bag, which invoice should I make, the original price or the foam price? Ding. Commodities with foam prices are no longer circulating in the hands of manufacturers. The invoices provided will be printed based on the final market transaction price, that is, the foam price. Okay. Yang Hao happily punched. Get out of here, I won't buy any junk. What can you do to me? If you have the ability, bite me. Ah, you really bite me, you scumbag. Yang Hao is devising a plan to make a fortune. Suddenly, there was a commotion between the young couple in the room of Li Qingyuan, a colleague who shared the apartment. Then I saw the door open. Li Qingyuan covered his arm and came out cursing. Crying can be heard inside the room. Cry, you know how to cry. Cry and mourn. Bang. Li Qingyuan angrily slammed the door. Yang Hao looked at his angry expression and asked in confusion. I said, Qingyuan, what are you arguing about in the morning? The young couple can't say anything well, they insist on making a scene like this. Li Qing pointed at the wound on his arm in a desperate state of energy. You see, she belongs to the dog category. She has been arguing with me for a pair of tattered high heels since yesterday, and it never stops in the morning. You said how could I just stand up with such a spendthrift, wanting everything and not having the ability to make money on my own. I'm really angry. I've had enough of her, break up, we must break up. Yang Hao suddenly understood. It's certain that Li Qingyuan's girlfriend Huang Yali wants to buy luxury goods again. Although Li Qingyuan has some money. But she couldn't help but squander recklessly. The young couple started arguing about it. Use oneself to judge others. Yang Hao couldn't help but think of himself. My ex-girlfriend also wanted to buy this and that, thinking she was poor, that's why she ran away with the wealthy. They are all hard-working people. Yang Hao asked him to sit down in the living room. I poured him a glass of cold water. Calm down, don't just talk about breaking up with your mouth shut. Talking about breaking up can hurt your feelings. Dong. Li Qingyuan angrily smashed the teacup onto the coffee table. If we don't break up, can we buy her those tattered shoes? Do you know how much those shoes cost? How much? 14,000, Mom, I have some savings, but I can't help but let her waste them like this. Yang Hao asked in surprise. What brand of shoes are so expensive? Just this one. Li Qingyuan took out his phone and displayed the items in the shopping cart. René Caovilla Women's Galaxia Inlaid Sandals C102201005AY01X090 Silver IT35 Product Brand. René Caovilla Gross Weight of the product. 2.0 kilograms. Product Origin. Italy. Upper Material. Artificial Diamond Category. Sandals. Inner Material. Genuine Leather. Heel Height. High Heel, 6.8 centimeters, Target Audience. Women. Price. 14,000.00. Yang Hao looked at the item number. Immediately search for it. Shenhao Commodity Center. René Caovilla Women's Galaxia Inlaid Sandals C102201005AY01X090 Silver IT35. Market Price. 14,000 soft coins. Membership Price. 4,200 soft coins. Yang Hao saw this price. I almost laughed excitedly. Qingyuan, it's just a pair of shoes. Let's buy it. Don't be reluctant to spend money to coax your wife. When you come back and run away with someone, there's no place to regret. Li Qingyuan choked on him in anger. Do you think that I, like you, can't even keep an eye on my girlfriend? Yang Hao was impatient and too lazy to argue with this brainless person. Pop. The door suddenly opened. Huang Yali is wearing a pair of red and swollen walnut eyes. Dragging a suitcase is about to leave. Wife, why are you going? Li Qingyuan suddenly felt something was wrong and his face turned pale with surprise. Ghosts want to spend their whole lives with men like you, misers. Bang. Huang Yali slammed the door and left. Wife, don't leave. Li Qingyuan rushed out of the door in a hurry. Yang Hao couldn't help but shake his head and sigh. I already knew this kid couldn't do without Huang Yali. I still don't believe what I said. Now it has come to fruition. In no time, Li Qingyuan returned. With tears on his face, he was heartbroken. Yang Hao handed the tissue paper. Wipe it off. Li Qingyuan sat dumbfounded on the sofa, feeling extremely sad. Yang Hao looked at it and asked, do you want to win back your girlfriend's heart? Think about it. Li Qingyuan nodded heavily, and then his eyes dimmed again. But what's the solution? She really doesn't want to talk to me this time, my dear, how ruthless your heart is. Yang Hao immediately pointed him a clear path. She wanted these high heels, so I bought them for her. Maybe she changed her mind because of these shoes. Li Qingyuan exclaimed angrily, emotions are not spending your money. Yang Haoli said bluntly, I have an old classmate who is currently running a specialty store and has a wide range of options. Just now, I called him and asked him, saying that he can sell your shoes at a market price of 60% off, which is 14,000 yuan, at a 60% discount. How much can he save? Li Qingyuan's eyes suddenly lit up. You can save 5,600, that's so much. Yang Hao smiled and asked, if you don't want it, I'll help you place an order. If you don't want it, just wipe away a man's tears and don't cry so hard for a gold digger. Yang Hao immediately nodded. I want it, please place an order for me quickly. Okay, wait. Yang Hao immediately took out his phone and pretended to make a phone call. Actually, mobilize the system to place an order. By the way, what size is Huang Yali in? We need to figure it out, don't buy it and it won't be wearable. Size 37. Yang Hao immediately placed an order. Ding. Please pay 4,200 soft coins. Yang Hao consciously instructed, pay. Ding. Payment successful, the host successfully purchased a pair of Rene Caovilla women's Galaxia inlaid sandals. Yang Hao immediately checked the logistics information of the order center. The logistics information is updated rapidly and the delivery is quickly displayed. Yang Hao pretended to have finished the phone call. He said to Li Qingyuan, I know you're in a hurry, so I sent an expedited package that will be delivered in less than half an hour. Li Qingyuan looked incredulous. It's really fake. If you don't believe me, wait and see. It's agreed upon. Once the shoes arrive and are confirmed to be in good condition, give me the money. 8,400 yuan is not a small amount. I understand. Soon, Yang Hao's phone rang. Li Qingyuan's excited buttocks moved up from the sofa. Yang Hao brought his phone to him. You take it. Li Qingyuan quickly and excitedly connected. Hello, is it a courier? Hello Mr. Yang Hao, I am a courier. Are you currently at home? Yes, yes. Okay, please wait a moment, I'll deliver the package upstairs. Li Qingyuan quickly threw away his phone and rushed to open the door. Yang Hao quickly picked up his phone and cursed with a smile. You're a spendthrift, it's not your phone that's being thrown away by emotions. Slow down, be careful not to fall and kill you. Update arrangement. The new book period is guaranteed to be updated twice a day, and we hope everyone can strongly support the new book. Thank you. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Is just a Hermes bag, isn't it? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3 is just a Hermes bag, isn't it? Li Qingyuan was anxiously waiting for the delivery boy outside the door. He hurriedly rushed into the house to unpack the package after the express delivery was signed for. Open the package. A pair of exquisitely crafted shoes, adorned with artificial diamonds, lay quietly inside the shiny shoes. Li Qingyuan took it out for inspection and confirmed that there were no defects. There is also an invoice as evidence. He immediately took a photo on WeChat with joy and sent it to his girlfriend. Cough cough. Yang Hao coughed lightly and reminded. Brother, did you forget something? Li Qingyuan looked at him with a stunned expression. Yang Hao rolled his eyes in anger. Raise your right hand and quickly rub your fingers together. Li Qingyuan finally realized that he hadn't paid yet. Don't worry, I'll give you the money when my wife changes her mind and wants these shoes. Yang Hao angrily grabbed the pillow and threw it at him. You heavy-colored and forgetful item, next time you need to purchase it on your behalf, don't ask me for help. Li Qingyuan awkwardly apologized. Ding. The phone rings. Li Qingyuan hurriedly checked. Huh, she changed her mind. Yang Hao, thank you this time. I'll give you the money now. Yang Hao stood on horseback. Directly use your bank card, not WeChat, withdrawal requires a handling fee. You nitpicking, I got it. Li Qingyuan immediately gave him 8,400 soft coins. Ding. The money has been received. Yang Hao's eyebrows lit up with joy. Booyah, I can finally stand up and be a good person. Li Qingyuan looked at him puzzled. What does it have to do with me giving you money and feeling proud? Yang Hao gave him a white glance. You don't understand, let's not say it anymore. I'm going to work, so please wait for your girlfriend at home slowly. Oh, why did you forget about this? Hurry up, you're going to be late for work. Li Qingyuan anxiously changed clothes. Yang Hao put on his newly bought basketball shoes and joked. Why don't you wait for your girlfriend? She came back and naturally felt happy when she saw the shoes. It's better than saying 10,000 good words to me. Let's go. Yang Hao followed Li Qingyuan downstairs. Rubbing his second-hand Mazda to work. Go to the company's underground garage. Yang Hao got off the car and rubbed his back. Just your old car, it's time to fix the shock absorbers. The asphalt road is so bumpy that I'm almost falling apart. I really have you. Li Qingyuan gave him a white glance. If you have the ability, you can buy a good car yourself. If you can afford a good car, I will immediately unload this old car in 8 pieces. Don't look down on people, I'll buy a Ferrari for you to see later. You can just brag and go upstairs quickly. By the way, do you owe Director Zhang's wife enough money to make up for it? Zhang Changfa. Yang Hao's face suddenly darkened and he gritted his teeth as he stepped into the elevator. Li Qingyuan looked at his great temper. Worried, he asked. Brother, why don't we call for legal aid and ask him to mediate for a while, with less compensation? Yang Hao gave him a white glance and snorted. Isn't it just a bag? I can still afford to pay for it. That's a 560,000 yuan Hermes bag, can you afford it? Stop boasting, let's plead with Director Zhang for mercy, maybe Director Zhang will compensate less. Just him. Yang Hao sarcastically said. This is just someone who desperately wants money. Even if I kneel down and beg for mercy, he won't let me go. Don't forget, it wasn't really my fault. He cheated on me and pulled me out to take responsibility. I'll settle this matter with him sooner or later. Li Qingyuan said helplessly. Who calls us petty employees? We deserve to be tricked by our leaders, but don't take it lightly. This dog is not easy to mess with. Be careful not to get caught up in his thoughts, so I'll give you my little shoes. If you don't provoke him, won't you give me the little shoes to wear? For some unknown reason, Zhao Changfa has always looked down upon Yang Hao. Always give him small shoes to wear. This is quite puzzling. But Zhao Changfa is the director, and everyone has no way to explore the reason. Just think he has a bad eye for Yang Hao. Li Qingyuan looked at Yang Hao, who was filled with anger. If you still want to persuade someone, just think about it. With a helpless sigh. No matter how much we say, it's useless. Who calls us low-level employees, we deserve to be tricked by our leaders. Go upstairs and enter the office. Immediately, a colleague saw a joke. Yang Hao, you're here. Director Zhang has been looking for you several times. Hurry up and go, maybe you'll have to take him to the club again. Haha. Laughter and ridicule echoed in the office. Yang Haoqi's grinding teeth. Everyone is laughing at themselves. Today he is going to ask everyone to keep their eyes open. What does a wealthy person mean? Yang Hao sat down at his desk. Call up the system. Search for Shenhao Product Center, Hermes Himalayan Crocodile Skin Birkin 30 Silver Buckle C.Cut Women's Handbag. Product Parameters. Product Packagers/BY Selling Bags. Product Name. Hermes/Hermes. Product Origin. France. Product Size. 30 by 22 by 16 centimeters. Product Color. Other Product Material. Crocodile Skin Closing Method. Rotary Buckle. Popular Elements. Contrasting Colors. Dressing Scene/Style. Commuter, Banquet/Cocktail Party, Mature Woman, OL. Internal Structure. One Patch Bag. Hardware Material. Alloy Hardware. Color. Silver Style. Description. Handbag Engraving. Seat. Engraving. Product Accessories. Complete Set Packaging Accessories. Complete Set. Foam Price. 103,7999 Soft Currency Market Price. 21270 Soft Coins Member Price. 6380 soft coins. This bag is much more luxurious than the one that tore apart director Zhang's wife before. People compete for a breath. Just buy it. Place an order and change the delivery address to company. Okay, host, please pay 6,380 soft coins. Yang Hao immediately made the payment. Ding. Payment successful. The host successfully purchased a Hermes Himalayan crocodile skin Birkin 30 silver buckle C.cut women's handbag. Yang Hao immediately checked the logistics information in the order center. The logistics have been updated quickly. Very soon, the goods are being delivered. So you can rest assured. Yang Hao turned the computer chair under him. With both hands resting on the back of his head, he effortlessly hummed a tune. What is the situation? Colleagues looked at Yang Hao with a relaxed and freehand expression and were puzzled. This person was driven crazy by that 560,000 yuan. Are you all neurotic? Li Qingyuan asked in a worried low voice. Hey, Yang Hao, don't worry, why don't you take a day off today and go back to rest for 2 days? Director Zhang, I'll help you handle it first. Yang Hao waved his hand indifferently. No need, it's just a bag. What's there? Just blow it, you'll cry later. Colleagues mocked him one after another. Yang Hao disagrees. Half an hour later, the phone vibrated and rang. Yang Hao answered the channel and said, Hello, hello. Excuse me, is this Mr. Yang Hao? I have a package for you. Okay, could you please deliver it upstairs according to the address? Thank you. Don't worry, it's troublesome to register in your building, and you also need to unpack and inspect it. If it's damaged, I won't be responsible. It's okay, just let it be checked. Okay then. The courier quickly came upstairs. Who is Mr. Yang Hao? We have your package, please sign for it. Colleagues cast surprised glances at Yang Hao. This kid is probably crazy. I have to pay 560,000 yuan, but I still spend money recklessly on online shopping. Yang Hao raised his hand and gestured, here. The courier hurried over to deliver the package. Yang Hao signed for it. Li Qingyuan was puzzled and asked, what did you buy? Yang Hao didn't say anything, he just unpacked it. Li Qingyuan curiously leaned over and took a look. Hermes handbag. Li Qingyuan's surprised shout immediately caught the attention of the entire office. Yang Hao took out his handbag and placed it on his desk. Li Qingyuan picked up the invoice inside the package. 1.03 million, so expensive. I can't do it. Colleagues were all surprised and quickly put down their work to come over. Some people focus on the invoice, while others focus on this Hermes handbag. Yang Hao spread his hand and gestured for them to inspect at will. Colleagues quickly grabbed their bags and checked them. The bag is genuine, not A. grade. No problem. Invoices are also legitimate product invoices and cannot be forged. Everyone has set their sights on Yang Hao. One by one, their faces were filled with shock. When did this guy become so wealthy? A luxury item worth 1 million yuan, buy it as you please. Not even frowning. Li Qingyuan was the first to come to his senses. He gave Yang Hao a hard pat on his arm. That's enough, why are you so calm? You've already solved the problem with emotions. Yang Hao smiled proudly and said, that's right, otherwise I wouldn't dare come to work either. My colleague still couldn't believe it, but the poor guy actually turned around. How could this be possible? Yang Hao, did you really spend over 1.03 million on this bag? Seeking collections, seeking recommended tickets, all kinds of scrolling for support. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Pit Director for 70000. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4 Pit Director for 70000. Li Qingyuan immediately turned his face. How do you speak? Didn't you see this invoice here? Can the amount on the doorstep be falsified? The blush of the colleague who was hated blushed and hesitated. I didn't mean that, it's just Yang Hao. Where did you get over 1,000,000 yuan to buy a bag? Did you borrow it or take out a loan? With this statement, Li Qingyuan became curious and quickly looked at him. Yang Hao smiled slightly and explained. Yes, this bag was purchased from a friend. Che, I really got rich now. It's only when I have people who are familiar with me that I can help. I'm afraid this money was also advanced by that friend. Colleagues once again looked down upon him. Yang Hao sneered, I actually paid for this money myself and haven't borrowed a single penny from anyone. What? This news exploded on the flat ground. Colleagues were all surprised. Did Yang Hao really get rich? How did he get rich? These two big questions suddenly popped up in everyone's hearts. Li Qingyuan also looked puzzled. Yang Hao stood up and took his bag and invoice to find Director Zhang. Welcome everyone to come to me for purchasing in the future. If my friend has a way, come to him for purchasing. There are discounts, with a minimum discount of 10% and a maximum discount of 50%. Yang Hao abandoned these words and left. Everyone was taken aback, wondering if what he said was true or false. Many female colleagues were secretly calculating in their hearts. If you buy a luxury item worth 100,000 yuan yourself. If it's a 50% discount. You can save 50,000. Even if it's a 10% discount. You can also save 10,000. This deal is worth it. The colleague who came to his senses immediately asked. Is that bag real just now? There is trademark anti-counterfeiting and invoice certification, can't it be fake? If it's fake, can it deceive Zhao Changfa's poisonous eyes? The female colleague who wanted to buy luxury goods heard this promise and her eyes immediately lit up. Outside Zhang Changfa's office. Yang Hao proudly knocked on the door. Please come in. Carrying his left hand, Yang Hao walked into the office. A gust of ancient dragon water only came rushing towards the nose. Yang Hao frowned and looked at Zhang Changfa, who was being naughty, disgusted. Even people in their 40s who spend their days in nightclubs are not afraid of dying in vain. Zhang Changfa looked at him and immediately took off his reading glasses. Impatiently scolded, if you dare to come to work, when will my wife's bag be compensated? Director Zhang, haven't I come to compensate now? Zhang Changfa's eyes lit up as he immediately took out a bank card and said, put the money on my card. Yang Hao smiled and replied, Director Zhang, I think you made a mistake. It's you who should be paying. Pop. Zhang Changfa angrily slapped the table and stood up. What do you mean, kid? What do you mean, I'll give you money? You broke my wife's bag, you should compensate me. Did you make a mistake? You must have a cute mind. Yang Hao pulled out his ear with his right hand and said. My mind is not funny, now I am more awake than ever. Director Zhang, you only asked me to pay for my package, not to pay in cash. If I compensate for a new bag now, the value far exceeds the value of your bag, how do you think this money should be calculated? Zhang Changfa sat down again and sneered sarcastically. If you can compensate for a new bag, I will give you a small subsidy for the extra money you ask for. But the question is, can you afford to pay? Others are not clear about Yang Hao's background. Zhang Changfa is very clear. Graduated from a third-rate university. Rural family background. My ancestors have been poor farmers for 3 generations. The circle of friends is also full of ground beetle. The sound of poverty at home. Just Yang Hao, a poor guy, can't even borrow enough money to raise 560,000 yuan. How could he afford to buy a luxury Hermes handbag? Unless a pie falls from the sky and he wins 5 million yuan in the lottery. Yang Hao looked at Zhang Changfa's contemptuous expression. A curve curved at the corner of the mouth. The left hand that had been hidden behind pulled it out. A silver crocodile skin bag in hand. Zhang Changfa's contemptuous expression stiffened when he saw this bag. He sat up in disbelief, his eyes wide open, staring intently at the bag in Yang Hao's hand. Yang Hao handed his bag to his desk. "Director, please double-check if my bag is genuine or fake, don't be an A.grade product," he said proudly. Zhang Changfa quickly grabbed his bag and carefully looked through it to identify it. The anti-counterfeiting code on the hang tag is still there, so he immediately logged into the official website to verify. "It's genuine. You really bought a new bag, not bad, you have a bright future." Zhang Changfa was overjoyed and wanted to put the Hermes bag in the office cabinet. Yang Hao quickly shouted, "Director Zhang, you forgot the invoice." Yang Hao presents the invoice. Zhang Changfa happily took the invoice and glanced at the amount on it. "I was so shocked that my eyes were about to be pulled out. 103,7999, is there a mistake? It's so expensive." Yang Hao nodded softly. "It's just so expensive. Who would say this is a luxury item? Isn't that your handbag priced at 56 million yuan? Director, just now you promised me personally that as long as I compensate for a new package, you will compensate me with the difference in price. I don't want this small change, so you can compensate me with 470,000 yuan. Zhang Changfa was countered by a general. My face turned blue with anger. He never expected that Yang Hao would have the money to buy such an expensive bag. Zhang Chang pondered for a moment in anger. "It's just a bag, why take it so seriously?" he said emotionally. Immediately Yang Hao said bluntly, "Director, you don't need me to compensate. That's a good relationship. I'll take it back and return it." "Don't do it." Zhang Changfa grabbed the bag and didn't let Yang Hao take it. Yang Hao looked at him with a resentful expression. "Director, you don't give me this money or a bag. What are you trying to do? It's not easy for me to raise funds to buy a bag. You can't be so malicious and greedy about other people's things. If you do this, I will report you to the company's disciplinary inspection team. Don't complain, Yang Hao. Let's have something to say." Zhang Changfa quickly grabbed Yang Hao's arm, pleading with a lewd smirk on his face. Yang Hao glanced coldly at the hand that pulled his arm at him. Zhang Changfa quickly chatted and withdrew his hand, pouring tea for him. "Yang Hao, sit down and have tea. We can discuss everything. Don't report it easily, why bother?" Yang Hao sat down to drink tea and asked in response. "Does Director Zhang mean to compensate me for the price difference?" Zhang Changfa's smiling face suddenly stiffened. Bitter Gourd pleaded with a face on his face, "Can we skip some points?" Yang Hao shook his head. "Hey, why don't you refund this package and buy a 560,000 yuan bag?" Yang Hao snorted coldly and said, "Director, but as you said personally, as long as you compensate for the package, you can make up for the price difference with the extra money. Why are you playing a prank when I bought the package now? Do you know that this bag has been touched by your dirty hands? If I return it again, there will be a discount. Can you help me pay for this loss?" "I won't pay this money." "If you don't pay, will it be difficult for me to pay? Could you please make up for the price difference as soon as possible? I'll finish this matter earlier so that I can go back to work with peace of mind." Zhang Changfa's face was about to turn pale with anger, and he had no choice but to take advantage of him. "I won't make up for the price difference you have, what can you do with me?" he exclaimed angrily as he patted the table. Yang Hao immediately stood up and said, "There's nothing to say. Let's meet with the disciplinary inspection team." "Don't do it." Zhang Chang anxiously grabbed his arm again. "Let go." Yang Hao drank it coldly. Zhang Changfa let go in fear. Pop. Zhang Changfa's hand accidentally knocked over the teacup on his desk. Tea accidentally splashed onto the Hermes bag on the desk. "My mom." Zhang Chang let out a scream of shock and quickly wiped the water stains on it with a tissue paper. Yang Hao saw it and felt happy in his heart. Immediately take out your phone to record the video. What are you doing? Don't shoot, don't shoot, don't shoot. What Zhang Changfa wants to stop. Unfortunately, it is too late. Yang Hao swayed proudly with his phone. Director Zhang, this bag has been soaked in tea by you now, and it is impossible to return it again. There are only two paths in front of you now. 1. You were greedy for ink, and then I went to the disciplinary inspection team to report you for being greedy for ink. 2. You can provide me with a price difference of 470,000 yuan, and this package will be yours from now on. Whether you keep it for your own use or resell it, it's up to you to dispose of. I won't ask. What should I do? Could you please give me an explanation as soon as possible? My time is precious, but I don't have time to waste it with you seeking collection, recommended ticket support. New books cannot do without the strong support of everyone. Those who support will have a strong girl as a female ticket. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Discounts that make young women heartbeat. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Discounts that make young women heartbeat. Zhang Changfa was furious and wanted to snatch his phone. Yang Hao immediately shouted, if you want to come over, I'll rush out and shout, see if you're dead or I'm dead. Don't do it, please, don't shout around. Zhang Changfa was extremely depressed. How could I just throw such a naughty thing on my own? Yang Hao said politely, hurry up and make up for the price difference, otherwise I'll report you. Zhang Chang stomped his foot angrily and said, can't you skip some? Yang Hao didn't hesitate to say, I haven't asked for less yet. It's just your wife's broken bag, it's all old and you want 560,000 yuan from me. I haven't calculated the depreciation cost with you yet. Your broken bag is worth 560,000 farts. This is a brand new bag, and I didn't ask you much. It's worth it. If you dare to be picky, give me the money quickly. Zhang Chang's angry mouth was about to tilt. Squeeze your hand in anger. It's all because of this cheap hand. If it weren't for pouring tea, I wouldn't be so passive myself. Tai Ding can blackmail Yang Hao for 560,000 yuan. It's good now. We must make up for the price difference of 470,000 yuan. This is really going to suffocate him. Yang Hao sat down again and looked at him triumphantly. Waiting for Zhao Changfa to lose money. I have this video in hand. He has to compensate even if he doesn't compensate. Zhao Changfa hesitated repeatedly, and finally glared at him with hatred. I need to discuss this with my wife, you wait for my outcome. Please. Zhao Changfa gave him a fierce glare and quickly picked up his phone to make a call. Hey, wife, there's good news and bad news. Which one do you plan to listen to first? Upon hearing these words, Yang Hao almost couldn't laugh. I didn't expect Zhao Changfa to be quite funny. Mo Yiting exclaimed in anger, if you have any fart, speak up quickly. Have you gone for prostitution again? Have you been holding that poor guy up again this time? I can tell you, we haven't settled the accounts last time yet. When will you compensate me? Zhao Changfa hurriedly said, I paid. Is it really fake? Mo Yiting was immediately overjoyed. Zhao Changfa said with a bitter gourd face, if you compensate, you have to pay. But he has to pay 1.03 million yuan for the bag, and I also want to pay him 470,000 yuan. Wife, how do you think we can fix it? Mo Yiting scolded, nonsense, I can't bear to pay 470,000 yuan. Why did I go blind and marry a useless man like you? Wife, you know, I really don't have any money. Zhao Changfa's face, which was being scolded, was filled with a sense of distress and weakness. Yang Hao rolled his eyes when he saw Zhao Changfa complaining. Why don't you say you don't have money when you take care of your mistress and go to the club to have fun? Damn it, if you take care of your mistress and go to a nightclub, you'll have money. If you buy a bag for me, you'll have no money, right? If you don't give me money, I'll just upload all the ugly things you've done online. I want to see if you want a future or die for money. Don't, .in.lol. I'll give you the money, can't I give it back? That's pretty good, hang up. Doodle doodle. The phone is emitting a busy sound. Zhao Changfa's face was full of bitterness. I knew I shouldn't have been obsessed with women in the beginning. How is it now I really regret it so much? Yang Hao looked at Zhao Changfa's pitiful and heartbroken expression. Quietly chuckle. Hello, Director Zhao, can I make money now? Yang Hao took out his phone and opened the bank app for him to scan the code. Zhao Changfa's teeth were itching with hatred. But there's no way. I can only angrily take out my phone to scan the code. Ding. Transfer successful. Yang Haolei's mouth doesn't close. View, personal wealth. For 69020 soft sister coins at this moment, one word best reflects Yang Hao's mood. That's cool. 6,000 soft girl coins actually tricked Director Black Heart Liver with 470,000 yuan. It's really a fucking relief. Cool. Director, thank you for your 470,000 yuan. If you still need to top up the cylinder next time, remember to come to me. Yang Hao walked out of the office teasingly. Son of a bitch, this matter is not over. Zhao Chang angrily grabbed the teacup from his desk and smashed it hard onto the door panel. Yang Hao hummed a tune and happily returned to the office. As soon as he sat down, Li Qingyuan slid a chair and leaned over. Director Zhao, what do you say? What else can we say if we compensate him for all the new bags? I said, Yang Hao, are you stupid? Suddenly, a crisp and coquettish sneer came from around. Yang Hao turned his head to look. Almost blinded his eyes. The one with such an impressive figure must be the most beautiful young woman in the office, Chen Xinyi. Chen Xinyi's tall and slender figure of 168 looks quite bony, but the place where it should explode is not thin or weak at all. She has a typical hourglass-shaped figure. Wearing a white shirt, her waist was tightly bound by a high-waisted black tube skirt. This willow waist is slender, as if a man can cut it with one big hand. Just this figure alone can captivate a large area. Raise your eyes. A fair melon seed face caught the eye, with delicate features, eyebrows like delicate willows, and eyes like peach blossoms. Every frown and smile carried a hint of charm. Good figure and beautiful face. A sexy beauty. Chen Xinyi leaned over to the front panel of her desk. Lying lazily on top. Yang Hao didn't expect her to initiate a conversation. Before. Chen Xinyi is the last person to see them. Because they are poor ghosts. And Chen Xinyi married a husband with a fortune of millions. At least she can be considered a little rich woman. I naturally disdain them. Li Qingyuan's eyes immediately straightened when he saw Chen Xinyi. Taking the initiative to say, Xinyi, where is Yang Hao foolish? Chen Xinyi snorted lightly and said, why not be foolish? Zhao Changfa's wife's bag is only 560,000 yuan. How much do you compensate him? Li Qingyuan regained his senses and immediately shouted to Yang Hao. You're stupid. You should compensate him with 1.03 million yuan and a broken package of 560,000 yuan. It's a shame you got it. Yang Hao immediately raised his phone to display the remittance. Oh, Zhao Changfa is actually willing to make up for the price difference with you. Li Qingyuan approached his phone in surprise, his face full of disbelief. Chen Xinyi was also stunned, not expecting Zhao Changfa to be so stingy as to make up for the money. Yang Hao's mouth twitched with a hint of mockery. Chen Xinyi calculated, although he compensated you with 470,000 yuan, he still lost a bag of money. It's a loss-making deal. Li Qingyuan also sighed and said, "It's a loss." Yang Hao's mouth curved into a mischievous smile as he whispered to them. "Actually, the price for this bag is only this amount." Yang Hao raised 4 fingers on his left hand. Chen Xinyi's beautiful eyes were instantly stunned and round. She was extremely surprised and said, 40. Chen Xinyi realized that the voice was too loud and quickly covered her small mouth with her hand. Yang Hao nodded mischievously and made a hiss. Signal not to stretch out recklessly. Li Qingyuan happily patted him on the shoulder. "That's enough. I made you 70,000 this time. If Director Zhao finds out about this, you'll have to be extremely angry." Yang Hao grinned mischievously and said, "So only the 3 of us can know about this. To be honest, let's just say that my bag was bought at a 20% discount of 800,000 yuan. Do you know?" Li Qingyuan nodded repeatedly. Chen Xinyi twisted her mind and asked in a low voice, "Yang Hao, your friend really has a way to get cheap goods. Can we guarantee the authenticity?" Yang Hao nodded and said, "It's true. The highest discount is 50%, and the lowest is 10%. Chen Xinyi was immediately tempted and said, "Can you help me buy something? If it's really good, it won't be without your benefits." Chen Xinyi gave Yang Hao a seductive glance. The electric eye instantly made the man's bones crispy. "Collect all the recommendations and throw them at me, seeking support." End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Old Pit Ice Seed Full Green Circle Flat Jade Bracelet. Jade Bracelet. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6 Old Pit Ice Seed Full Green Circle Flat Jade Bracelet. Jade Bracelet. Li Qingyuan surrendered on the spot. The whole person has become like a pig. Yang Hao glanced at the boy. Dark curses are useless. Yang Hao is not afraid to offend beautiful women. Teasing on the spot. "Xinyi, your husband is so wealthy, do you still care about my small discount?" Chen Xinyi said anxiously. "Money is money, but it's important to be stingy with your wife. I'm not willing to let it go. Good brother, you can help me. As long as you help me buy this thing, I won't miss your benefits." Yang Hao asked. "What benefits?" Li Qingyuan's mind is wide open. Chen Xinyi gave Li Qingyuan a fierce glare. Yang Hao rudely pushed him away. Chen Xinyi acted coquettishly towards Yang Hao. "Good brother, will you please come back and treat you to a big meal, sister?" Yang Hao hummed. "Okay, I want to eat at a 5-star hotel and also have a private room." "Okay, it's all up to you. Show me this jade bracelet, do you have it?" Chen Xinyi brought her phone and opened the shopping app's favorites. Product display. Old Pit Natural A Goods. Ice Type Full Green Circle Flat Jade Bracelet. Jade Bracelet. Jade Bracelet, brand name. San Rui Texture. Ice Type Full Green Jadeite Origin. Myanmar Product Gross Weight. 150G Certificate. NGTC/National Jewelry and Jade Quality Supervision and Inspection Center. Target audience. Couple style. Other price. 100,8000 soft coins. Yang Hao looked up and asked, "Xinyi, do you want to buy this bracelet?" Chen Xinyi nodded repeatedly and hummed. "Yeah, but it's a bit expensive. My husband can't bear it." "Yang Hao, could you help me ask your friend if these jade bracelets are in stock? If so, could they be cheaper?" Yang Hao let out an exclamation. "Okay, I'll have a message later. I'll tell you on WeChat. By the way, it seems like I haven't received your WeChat yet. I'll add you a little and you'll have it." Chen Xinyi quickly added Yang Hao on WeChat. Yang Hao looked at it with a hint of amusement. "I used to be too lazy to take a direct look at myself. Nowadays, it's too late to flatter. You must help me ask." "Okay, sister, just wait for my good news." Yang Hao pretended to be working. Chen Xinyi had to go back to her desk and wait for news first. As soon as she left, Yang Hao immediately called up the system. Shenhao Commodity Center, search for jade bracelets. Sanrui Jade. Laoking Natural A. Grade. Ice type full green regular ring flat jade bracelet. Market price. 100,8000 soft coins. Membership price 350,000 soft coins. Yang Hao immediately sent a WeChat message to Chen Xini. Sister, there is stock available, but my friend is only willing to give you a 10% discount. He said this item is too expensive and difficult to purchase, but after all, he finally agreed to offer another 10% discount. He said this order will bring you a good start and offer you a big discount of 20%. This is Yang Hao's first order. Yang Hao was determined to give up a portion of the profit first, satisfying her appetite. The future is long as this business is successful. There will be a continuous stream of purchasing agents. At that time, one's own master will have a great plan to make a fortune. It can be truly implemented. Chen Xini is waiting for the news. When I saw my phone coming to WeChat, I immediately picked up my phone to check. I quickly replied to the message. How much is a 20% discount? 800,000 yuan, I'll give you a break. Yang Hao paid special attention to the changes in Chen Xini's expression. As expected, Chen Xini's face was filled with joy and she was eager to type on her phone. Okay, you can buy one for me, and you can help me with the money first. As long as the item is good, flawless, and genuine, I will immediately give you the money. Okay. Yang Hao immediately placed an order. Ding. Payment successful. The host successfully purchased the product Sanrui Jade, Laoking Natural A product, and an ice green full circle flat jade bracelet. Yang Hao checks the logistics information. The goods have been shipped quickly and will be delivered soon. Hello, Yang Hao, what did she ask you to purchase on her behalf? Li Qingyuan eagerly approached to inquire again. Yang Hao replied. I bought a jade bracelet on behalf of you. Why are you curious about this? Don't have a dream. You can't afford this woman. Do you know how much she spent on the jade bracelet just now? Li Qingyuan asked after him. How much? This jade bracelet is worth 1 million yuan. Silk. Li Qingyuan took a deep breath. Drowsily drooping down the forehead. If he had so much money, he must have gone to buy a house. Who is willing to buy a bracelet? Yang Hao looked amused and pushed him with his hand. I said you're so frustrated. Don't forget that you have a girlfriend, don't just eat from the bowl and look at the pot. Don't talk to me. How dare you say that you are not interested in this gorgeous young woman? Yang Hao laughed heartily. How could I have no idea, otherwise I wouldn't have asked for a private room to schedule a meal separately. If you can't eat, it's also good to take the opportunity to wipe some oil. Li Qingyuan didn't get angry and gave him a pale glance. Stop pretending to be a big-tailed wolf. There's nothing that men can't be attracted to beautiful women. I've heard that her husband, who is already in his 50s, seems to have an incurable disease and is about to lose his hair. You said she married at a young age. What's the point? Isn't that just the point? Li Qingyuan quickly rubbed his fingers together. Poor brother, I don't have any money. If I were a billionaire, I wouldn't have to put my mind to it. This woman will definitely take the initiative to post it immediately. Yang Hao nodded and sighed. That's the reason. My ex-girlfriend only ran away with the tycoon because she worshipped money. Li Qingyuan looked at Yang Hao's face as it didn't look good. He immediately stopped. Sorry, I made you think of that slut again. Li Qingyuan refers to Yang Hao's ex-girlfriend, Ning Qianqian. Yang Hao shook his head. Don't worry, it's all over now. May I fall for a gold digger? Li Qingyuan nodded. Just don't care, Yang Hao. Let's make good money. When we get rich in the future, we won't find any good women. Li Qingyuan's eyes turned to Chen Sini with a sly gaze. Yang Hao laughed and cursed. Look at your tarnished complexion. Li Qingyuan has a strong sense of reason. I can't eat it, and if I don't want to, I'll think about it. It's not illegal to think about it. If you're jealous, why don't you go soak her up and take some photos for me to see, so I can overcome my addiction? You kid, you're really sleazy. I'm glad you came up with the idea. Did you encourage people like that? How could this be instigation? Taking photos as a memento is to keep our youth intact, proving that we have also been young and romantic, so as not to grow old in the future. I only hate being young and not working hard. Lao Lai looks at Mekong in tears. Yang Hao was amused by his crooked poem. You kid, this is also considered poetry, don't you even rhyme? Li Qingyuan chuckled and said, poetry is not very good, but its meaning is profound and thought-provoking. Brother, while you are young, you should have fun early, don't you know? Yang Hao glanced at Chen Sini not far away. Although Li Qingyuan is not in the right mood. But what you said does make some sense. This delicious food delivered to your door, not eating it is foolish. I'm tempted, hee hee. If you can really get involved with Chen Sini, don't forget my photo when you look back. Damn it, you sleazy ghost, I won't show you anything. At this moment, Yang Hao's phone rang and he immediately answered the call. Hello. Excuse me, is this Mr. Yang Hao? We have a package for you. Please come downstairs and sign for it. Good, I had to surprise my colleagues before, so I insisted on having the courier deliver it upstairs. It's not possible now. This jade bracelet is fragile. If you ask the security guard downstairs to randomly open and inspect. I accidentally bumped into it. I'm about to cry and faint in the bathroom. Yang Hao hurriedly went downstairs. On-site unpacking inspection. After confirming that the jade bracelet was fine, Yang Hao agreed to sign for it. Take the elevator upstairs. Yang Hao sent a WeChat message to Chen Sini, asking her to wait in the tea room. Tea room. Chen Sini wondered why Yang Hao invited her to the tea room. The door has opened. Yang Hao held an open package in his hand. This is. Chen Sini guessed something and her face was immediately filled with excitement. Yang Hao placed the package on the table. Miss Sini, I am fortunate enough to live up to my fate. Wow, I bought it so quickly. Chen Sini excitedly quickly took out the contents of the package. First is the invoice. Listed above for 100,8000 soft coins. Another thing is the certificate, which is certified by the country and cannot be fake. Finally, I took out the jewelry box containing the jade bracelet. Opening, the emerald green luster flashed brightly through the eyes. Chen Sini was so excited that she couldn't wait to kiss her. Baby, I miss you so much. Chen Sini eagerly took out the bracelet to put on her hand. Signed, please rest assured to collect, seek collection support, recommend tickets, and roll for support. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. Buying a Ferrari to support the scene. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. Buying a Ferrari to support the scene. Chen Sini was wearing a hard mask, and her skin on the back of her hands turned red. I still haven't put it on. Yang Hao quickly stopped and reached out to help. Don't force yourself, be careful not to hurt yourself. Let me help you. First, put a plastic bag on your hand, it will slip. This way, when you pinch your hands, this way, this way. Yang Hao put a convenient bag on Chen Sini's tender hand, gently pinched it, and rotated it to help her easily put on the jade bracelet. I put it on. Your method is really effective. Wow, this bracelet is so beautiful. Chen Sini touched the jade bracelet and smiled brightly. Yang Hao rubbed his hands and chuckled proudly. Sister, since you have already taken care of this jade, shouldn't this money be? Chen Xinyi happily took out her phone. Scan me the code, I'll transfer it to you now, 800,000 yuan, right? Yes, 800000. It's really cost-effective, saving 200,000 yuan in one go. Scan the code, the bank transfer was successful. Yang Hao's heart was instantly filled with joy. A jade bracelet purchased at a membership price of 350,000 yuan. He collected 800,000 yuan. Make a net profit of 450,000 yuan from it. This deal is amazing. In the future, we can do more purchasing agents. Chen Xinyi settled her account and touched the jade bracelet on her wrist. Her uncontrollable heartbeat. Yang Hao, my dear younger brother, can you help me buy something on my behalf? Yang Haolei's mouth curved slightly. I was just trying to persuade you to buy more. This business came by itself. However, it's not easy to agree to her easily. For women, something that is too easy to obtain. Often not cherished. Yang Hao furrowed his lips and looked at her helplessly. Xinyi, you still need to buy this jade bracelet. I tried my best to get you a 20% discount, but this favor is not easy to win. Chen Xinyi quickly grabbed Yang Hao's arm and acted coquettishly to please her. Good brother, you can help me buy another one. Don't worry, I won't miss your benefits in the future. What are the benefits? Yang Hao pretended to have two bright eyes, his gaze fixed on Chen Xinyi's collar. Chen Xinyi flirted with a seductive glance and said vaguely. The benefits you want, sister, are also indispensable to you. Really, tomorrow night, sister will book a private room at the Golden Sun Hotel. Whatever you want, then do it. Chen Xinyi leaned into Yang Hao's ear and exhaled hot air like a orchid. Yang Hao's heart was tickled by her blowing. But he is not confused. Chen Xinyi is clearly deceiving herself. She might just let herself do whatever she wants because she's purchasing a few things on behalf of her. Yang Hao wants to see how this woman can escape this calamity tomorrow night. At present, Yang Hao put on a seductive look. Pat your chest and swear confidently. Sister, what do you want to buy? It's all on me. I want to buy this. Chen Xinyi quickly showed Yang Hao the products in the mobile shopping cart. Prada Shoulder Bag Women's Luxury Strap Single Shoulder Bag, product name. Prada Shoulder Bag Women's Luxury Strap Shoulder Bag F0002 Black 1 size gross weight of the product. 1 kilogram material. Other size. Regular category. Shoulder bag popular element. Chain target audience. Women closing method. Zipper price. 189199 soft coins. Yang Hao is checking his phone. While thinking, I called up the system. Search for, Shenhao Product Center, Prada Shoulder Bag Women's Luxury Strap Single Shoulder Bag F0002 Black 1 size, market price. 189,199 soft sister coins membership price. 56,000 soft coins. Yang Hao saw this small price tag and his lips curved slightly. Xinyi, this Prada bag is usually given a 20% discount when my friend purchases it, but we are all our own people. Let's give you a discount of 75%. What do you think? Chen Xinyi calculated it by mouth. Is a 75% discount equivalent to 141899? Yang Hao replied, it's too fragmented, it's 142000. Chen Xinyi nodded happily for a moment. I bought it, let me transfer the money to you first to avoid any trouble later, but the package must be genuine and intact, so you can't pass it off as good. You can rest assured. Yang Hao patted his chest as security. Ding. Mobile transfer successful. Yang Hao felt happy in his heart and immediately placed an order. Ding. Payment successful. The host successfully purchased the Prada shoulder bag for women's luxury goods with chain strap and single shoulder bag F0002 black, 1 size fits all. Chen Xinyi happily collected the invoice and certificate for the Jade bracelet. "I'll go get busy first, wait for your bag." Yang Hao shouted, "Okay, I'll inform you when the package arrives later." "Okay, thank you, good brother." Step out of the tea room. Yang Hao returned to the office to work. In no time, the delivery phone arrived. Yang Hao got up and went downstairs to pick up the package. Passing by Chen Xinyi's table, he secretly winked at her. Chen Xinyi immediately stood up and pretended to go to the tea room to refill a cup of coffee. Yang Hao signed for the package and came upstairs. Chen Xinyi quickly snatched the package in excitement. Unpacking. The black small bag caught the eye. She excitedly hugged her and wished for a kiss. However, because of concerns about lipstick printing on it, she didn't dare to actually kiss. "Good brother, there really is you. Can you introduce your friend to me? I want to thank him well." Yang Hao sneered in his heart. "I just bought 2 things and want to dig my own corner." Chen Xinyi's little thought is also too fast. Yang Hao immediately perfunctorily. "Xinyi, even though I introduced you, I can't see you. He flies abroad all day to do business. How can he have time to meet us little people? I also took advantage of being an old classmate with him, so I can take some advantage of his warehouse." Chen Xinyi let out a sigh, crying a pity in secret. She originally wanted to avoid Yang Hao. Connect with this tycoon. At that time, as long as you flatter this tycoon, maybe we can lower the discount further and get more discounts from it. Now it seems that Yang Hao's mouth is so tight. It seems that this corner cannot be dug. "Sister, I still have work to do. I'll go back and get busy first." Yang Hao realized Chen Xinyi's shrewdness. "I plan to give her a cold shoulder first. Not for purchasing on behalf of others." Later on, she became addicted to shopping. "See how she kneels and begs us." Yang Hao returned to the office. Just sat down. The message came from WeChat on my phone. It's a letter from Huang Xiaohu, a close friend of the university. "Don't forget tonight's big event, brother. The big deal that Huang Xiaohu talked about. It's natural to go on a blind date with a wealthy woman at night, seeking care for her. Yang Hao's crisis has now been resolved. Where else do we need to kneel and lick these rich women? Reply immediately. Brother, no need, I have already raised all the money. Thank you. Aren't you standing me up temporarily? Big brother, it's a loss of credibility for me." Yang Hao also felt a bit guilty about his brother. Immediately type an apology. "I haven't finished playing yet." Huang Xiaohu's message has been sent again. "Brother, I don't care what you plan on. You must come to the appointment tonight, even if you come for a walk, it won't be possible. Anyway, you can't stand me up, otherwise I won't be able to survive in this industry. Please, brother, how about I treat you to a late-night snack later?" Yang Hao raised his eyebrows. "Don't take advantage of the cheap, don't take advantage of the white." "Okay. Thank you, brother. Remember to dress decently and don't lose our reputation." Yang Hao blushed with sweat. "I have to be taken care of by a wealthy woman, what face is there? This Huang Xiaohu really wants face to suffer." But he did remind Yang Hao. The scene must be sustained. These clothes are too late to buy. How about buying a commuter car? What should I buy? How is Ferrari like? Please support me, the new book needs to be taken care of. Thank you. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. Ferrari F8 2020 Spider 3.9T V8. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8 Ferrari F8 2020 Spider 3.9T V8. Yang Hao immediately called up the system. Search for Shenhao Product Center, Ferrari F8 2020 Spider 3.9T V8. Hardtop convertible sports car, mid-mounted rear-wheel drive 7-speed dual clutch, 3.9-liter twin turbocharged 720 horsepower National 6, 0.100 km per hour acceleration only takes 2.9 seconds, 0.200 km per hour acceleration only takes 7.8 seconds, and the top speed is 340 km per hour. This is definitely a road race car, a rocket on the road. Market price: 3.418 million yuan. Membership price: 1 million. Yang Hao immediately checked his mobile banking account. Assets: 1005020 soft sister coins. Yang Hao saw that the money was enough. Place an order immediately. Ding. This product requires insurance and registration services, and an additional 20,000 member car purchase service fee needs to be paid. Yang Hao was confused. Together, I still need 15,000. What should we do? Ding. Trigger the Divine Hero random mission, please check. The system panel in front of me suddenly jumped to the initial interface. Name: Yang Hao. Member level: Rookie member. Personal center. Click to enter, Shenhao Product Center. Click to enter, Shenhao Task Center. Click to enter. The Shenhao Task Center is constantly flashing. Yang Hao immediately clicked to enter. Host Divine Hero task. Within 2 hours, the host must make her ex-girlfriend Ning Qianqian regret her decision to abandon her. Task completion reward: exempt from additional purchasing service fees for Ferrari F8. Reward: task points plus 100. The daily member consumption limit of the host is plus 500,000. There will be no punishment for the host's acceptance or completion of this task. Whether the host accepts the task. Yes/no, Yang Hao was taken aback for a moment. What, I still have a spending limit? Did I make a mistake? Why didn't I mention it earlier? Ding. Please check your personal center for the host. Yang Hao immediately clicked on the personal center. Member level: Rookie member, cash wealth: 1005020 soft sister coins. Daily check.in fee: 1,000 soft coins. Member daily consumption limit: 150,000 soft coins, currently consumed. For 16680 soft sister coins, personal information. Yang Hao, male, 23 years old, single. Education: bachelor's degree in business and commerce. Charm value: 65 out of 100. Intelligence value: 115/1000. Strength value: 10/9999 plus. Agility value: 10/9999 plus. See these messages. Yang Hao raised his eyebrows. Charm value, 65. I am quite outstanding in terms of appearance. No wonder my close friend always encourages me to take care of the rich woman. I still have a lot of capital myself. Ah, what are you thinking? The top priority now is to figure out the limitations of this system. Yang Hao carefully checked the consumption limit. Together, I can only buy 1.5 million member price products per day. But it's understandable to think about it. If you pay a membership fee of 1,000 per day, you can buy it recklessly and make a special purchase. Buy him a multi-billion-dollar product within a day. Then this system has to suffer losses. The top priority is to find a way to complete the task and increase your purchase limit by 500,000. How can I make my ex-girlfriend regret it? After thinking about it, Yang Hao said to the system. Hello, I'm talking about the system. Do you have any lending business here? Borrowing and lending. The system seems to be in chaos. Yang Hao stood on horseback. For bank loans, if you lend me money, I will repay you regularly. These banks all have services, and your system is not lacking, isn't it? What kind of divine wealth system are you? Ding. According to the system's calculation, a lending service was immediately developed. Referring to the host's current level, the maximum loan limit for the host is set to 1 million yuan, with interest free within 1 month. If the limit is exceeded, a monthly interest rate of 0.1% will be charged. Ding! 2 more items were added to the personal information panel. Personal loan limit. 1 million soft coins, loan amount, 0 soft sister coins. Yang Hao immediately swung his fist with joy. System, I need a loan of 20,000 yuan. Ding! I have borrowed 20,000 soft sister coins for the host. Ding! Yang Hao has an extra 20,000 soft coins on his card. Yang Hao immediately purchased Ferrari. Ding! Payment successful, the host successfully purchased a Ferrari F8 2020 Spider 3.9T V8 vehicle. Booyah! Yang Hao happily punched. Then he immediately returned to the Shenhao task center and clicked to accept the task. Then proceed to the system channel. System, there's a problem with your task. You see, I've bought all my cars, how can I waive the purchase service fee for purchasing a Ferrari? System. Yang Hao looked at the chaotic state of the system. Sneak and smirk. The system is likely to be played to death by oneself. Ding! There was an error in the task. The service fee of 20,000 yuan spent on purchasing a car just now will be refunded to the host immediately, and the purchase fee reward will be waived. The task has been successfully executed. Ding! The mobile phone has come to transfer the information. 20,000 yuan will be returned to the account. Yang Hao's mouth curved with pride. This is actually a causal logic problem. When assigning tasks to the system, the consideration was that Yang Hao had not yet bought a car. So his task reward is to waive the purchase service fee. Because the task needs to be completed first, there is a reward of exempting the purchase service fee. But Yang Hao took a detour and bought the car first, rendering the reward for the task invalid. A bug appeared when the task of the system was completed. Unable to waive the purchase service fee. If the system wants to continue to operate well, it must fix bugs. To successfully issue rewards, you can only get a refund. In this way, Yang Hao was given a free discount. Is it an intelligent AI? Compared to people, intelligence is far inferior. This task is not yet completed. I was knocked unconscious first. Bye-bye gave Yang Hao a discount of 20,000 yuan. Yang Hao saw that the system was so easy to break through, so he continued to sabotage it. Grasping the system's braids tightly and shouting loudly. Hey, is it okay with just a refund? What are you doing to break the reward, but it seriously wastes my passion for completing tasks. With you like this, I don't have the motivation to continue completing tasks. I request a recalculation of the reward. Yang Hao has decided that if the reward is not rich enough, he will not complete it. Anyway, the system also said that if the task cannot be completed, there will be no penalty loss. Ding! The system corrects the reward. Ding! Additional task reward. After completing the task, give away 1 million members consumption quota. Ding! The members consumption limit is given as a gift, which can be stacked with the daily consumption limit. It will not be reset until the consumption reaches 0 in the early morning of each day. Yang Hao furrowed his brow and asked after him. Will the daily member spending limit be reset to 0 at Lingdian? Yes. Yang Hao's mouth was deflated. It seems that this system is quite clever. Clearing the daily consumption limit to 0 can prevent people from accumulating consumption. Once a member accumulates excessive consumption, it is an overloaded operation of the system. But by clearing the daily limit to 0, it can effectively limit the daily trading volume and maintain the normal operation of the system. Thief. The rules of this system are really his mother thieves. If it weren't for successfully manipulating the system once, I really don't know these rules. Yang Hao touched his chin. I wonder if I can break this rule. Nowadays, the lending business has been manipulated by oneself. Yang Hao doesn't believe it anymore, he won't be fooled by an AI. Ding. Friendly reminder, please host complete the task as soon as possible. Yang Hao came to his senses after being disturbed. I need you to remind me, I have my own idea about this. When will the Ferrari car arrive? The words have just finished. Yang Hao's phone rang. Yang Hao answered the phone. Hello, may I ask if this is Mr. Yang Hao? Yang Hao replied. Yes, I am, who are you? This is the Ferrari 4S dealership. May I ask if you have just ordered a Ferrari F8 2020 Spider 3.9 T V8? Yes. It's like this, the car has a current car, but the license plate can only be registered tomorrow. Would you like to pick up the car now or tomorrow? Now when it comes to picking up the car, I mean, you probably don't want me to come and pick it up. That's not true. We have door-to-door delivery service and we need to confirm the address with you. Is it the 9th floor of Tianheng building? Your address is really special. This is where I work, that's it. How long will it take to get there? It is expected to be delivered within half an hour. Okay, call me when it's time. Okay, please wait a moment. Hang up the phone. Yang Hao grinned at the corner of his mouth. Everything is ready, we're just about to have the main character appear. Yang Hao immediately left the office. Call my ex-girlfriend Ning Qianshan on the phone. Please collect and recommend tickets. Thank you. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Director Xiaomi seeks purchasing agency. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Director Xiaomi seeks purchasing agency. The phone rang for a long time. Just connected. Yang Hao, we've all broken up, why are you calling? Ning Qianshan's voice exuded a strong impatience. Yang Hao's mouth curved in a playful manner. Qianshan, are you really going to be so heartless towards me? I have never had a genuine relationship with you. Since we were once heartless, how can we talk about being completely heartless now? Yang Hao cursed Biaozi mercilessly in his heart. But on the lips, there is a strong nostalgia. Don't say that, at least we have truly loved each other before. Let me tell you, I'm different now. I'm wealthy now. Are you wealthy? Just you, let's take it down. This poor and impoverished person, whose ancestors have been farmers for 3 generations, can be so wealthy. It's true, I didn't lie to you. I just bought a Ferrari F8. Just pull it down, who are you fooling? You're just poor and can afford a Ferrari with a stinky suspender. You have nothing to do to entertain your aunt, who still has to work. Get out of here. Doodle blind sound coming from the phone. Yang Hao pinched his fingers. The first step of this great play was successfully completed. Step 2, wait for the bus. Yang Hao returned to the office. Li Qingyuan approached and curiously asked. The bracelet on Chen Sini's hand was purchased by you on your behalf. I think the texture looks good. How much did it cost to buy it? Yang Hao reached out and gestured an 800,000 yuan. Li Qingyuan's shocked eyes were about to be gouged out. Immediately, he excitedly hugged Yang Hao. Brother, are we good buddies? Your girlfriend ran away, did I comfort you? Yang Hao nodded hesitantly. Yeah, what's wrong with you? You're crazy. No, brother. I also want to do a proxy purchase. Can you help me get one of these jade bracelets? It's cheaper, but I'll switch hands later. How about sharing a piece of the pie with you? Emotions are the source of wealth. Yang Hao coldly withdrew his arm and said to him. You can find the buyer first. I'm afraid that before you find the buyer, your materialistic girlfriend will take it away first. At that time, you will owe a bunch of bad debts, and I won't help you. Li Qingyuan's face collapsed when he was told. Can't we owe it for now? Yang Hao doesn't have a good airway. It's not that I won't help you with the credit, but you don't even think about it. If this jade bracelet rots in your hands, what should you do? If you buy the jade bracelet, you can go find the buyer first. Otherwise, I won't dare you to do this business. It's too risky. Li Qingyuan choked uncontrollably. I wanted to refute him, but I couldn't find a reason for a long time. In the end, I could only limp back home. Yang Hao is busy with work. Not busy for a while. WeChat is ringing. Pick up your phone and take a look. Surprisingly, it was a letter from female colleague Tian Xiaorui. Tian Xiaorui is young, beautiful, and full of vitality. She wears a ponytail and has a round little face with curved willow eyebrows. Her big eyes are watery and particularly emotional. Yin Tao has a sweet smile on her small mouth all year round. The male colleagues in the office all like to approach her. Beauty, everyone likes to be close. But it's only limited to chatting up. Because they already have a master of famous flowers. She is the little honey nurtured by Zhao Changfa. This person also has an inescapable responsibility for the broken package. Zhao Changfa stayed overnight with her that night. Yang Hao, did you really buy Miss Sunny's jade bracelet for her? It's 20% off. When Yang Hao saw this WeChat, a cold smile curved around his lips. Interesting. Yang Hao immediately replied to the letter. What did she tell you? Yeah, do you really have a way to buy at a discount? That's it. Can you help me buy something too? Not willing. Why? After sending WeChat, Tian Xiaorui couldn't help but lift her head. The curved willow leaf frowned and looked at Yang Hao's table. Yang Hao caught a glimpse of this girl's unhappy expression. I felt a wave of comfort in my heart. Without hesitation, he replied. Because of someone, you know who it is. Tian Xiaorui saw the letter. I threw my phone on the desk in a fit of anger. She pouted angrily. She looks so cute. Yang Hao couldn't help but soften his heart as he watched. But he eventually persevered. Helping the enemy's little honey to purchase on behalf of them is to find something unpleasant for oneself. Only fools do it. Only when there are benefits can one do it. Tian Xiaorui became increasingly angry and unwilling as she thought about it. Pick up your phone again and send WeChat. How do you want to help me with the purchase? Yang Hao saw this WeChat and a hint of pride curved his lips. What is waiting for is your promise. What benefits do you think you can offer me? Tian Xiaorui saw WeChat. With a pout, he lowered his head and scanned himself. Then she quickly sent a WeChat message. Yang Hao, as long as you act as my purchasing agent, I'll make you crave my body. Yang Hao saw a burst of light in his eyes. This benefit is indeed tempting. However, Yang Hao doesn't think she's such a casual person. Should we purchase on behalf of others first or cash in on the benefits first? First purchase on behalf of others, then redeem the benefits. Yang Hao sneered. Miss, do you think I can believe such empty promises? How can you believe my sincerity? This actually stopped Yang Hao from asking. This transaction lacks mutual trust. It is indeed difficult to handle. Yang Hao decided to return the problem to her. This is your question, don't ask me. If you want me to purchase on your behalf, please show your sincerity. Tian Xiaorui bit her sexy thin lips and stared closely at her phone screen. After hesitating repeatedly, she typed quickly. Okay, wait for me a moment. Yang Hao was taken aback and looked up at her. Tian Xiaorui stood up and quickly ran out of the office. I don't know why I went. Yang Hao is too lazy to speculate. Put down your phone and get busy with work. Ding. The phone suddenly rang again. Yang Hao picked it up to check. WeChat letter. It's a selfie. Yang Hao was instantly surprised. This is not an elegant photo. Although the face was covered. But the body cannot deceive. This is Tian Xiaorui. Now you believe in my sincerity. Tian Xiaorui sent it on WeChat. Yang Hao asked in surprise. I think you're too brave, and you're not afraid of being posted online. I'm not afraid, I didn't show my face. Yang Hao let out a soft snort. It is because of her lucky mentality that so many selfie videos have been leaked online. Zhao Changfa's little honey on the stall is probably quite green on her head. But die a friend, never die a poor one. Yang Hao also enjoys seeing a vast grassland grow above his head. Where are you now? I'm in the restroom. Schedule a place and tell me what you want to purchase on your behalf. Okay. Okay, you're good. I'll tell you, if you don't give me any benefits afterwards, I'll send this photo of you to Zhao Changfa. Don't post it, I was wrong, good brother. Hurry up and schedule a meeting place. Can you wait a moment? They are getting dressed. Yang Hao suddenly had an impulse to take a break in the restroom. But in the end, I think it's okay. This is a company, and if I am caught by a female colleague, I will not be ashamed. Tea room. Tian Xiaorui sent a WeChat message. Yang Hao picked up his teacup and went to the tea room. In the tea room. Tian Xiaorui is wearing a white tea-dot shirt on her upper body, a grey pleated skirt on her lower body, tube socks on her lower legs, and a pair of flat-heel leather shoes on her feet. In this outfit, the student girl has a strong temperament and is very cute and charming. On her round and beautiful face, there was still a lingering blush. Yang Hao couldn't help but take a second glance at her outfit. Yang Hao, you can calculate. I want to buy this pair of earrings. Seeking collection, strongly supported by recommended tickets, thank you. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. Ferrari F8 Pickup. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10 Ferrari F8 Pickup. Tian Xiaorui displays a list of products in her mobile shopping cart. Staring eagerly at Yang Hao, hoping for his good outcome. 18K gold inlaid jade full-color egg-faced earrings and earrings. Brand. Qiwanli gross weight of the product. 1 kilogram origin of goods. Myanmar product number. A 6111327 inlay material. Gold inlay usage. Self-wearing, collecting, birthday gifts, weddings, giving to girlfriends, giving to elders, other certificate. NGTC/National Jewelry and Jade Quality Supervision and Inspection Center target audience. Female price. 550,000 yuan. Yang Hao secretly said that he has such a big hand. Immediately call out the system. Search for Shenhao Product Center, 18K gold inlaid jade full-color egg-faced earrings and earrings. Market price. 550,000 soft coins. Membership price. 170,000 soft coins after confirming the availability of goods. Yang Hao immediately said to Tian Xiaorui. My friend has some stock, but didn't Cindy tell you? Her jade bracelet was originally given a 10% discount, but I begged for mercy by pulling my face and giving it a 20% discount. What about you? Tian Xiaorui couldn't wait to say. I can also accept an 8.5% discount. Yang Hao didn't expect her to be so cheerful. 85% off, it costs 470,000 yuan, are you willing to do it too? I'm willing to save 80,000 yuan. Okay, it's a deal of 470,000 yuan, but we need to pay a deposit of 200,000 yuan first. After the goods arrive, we will be satisfied with the inspection and the final payment. Is that okay? Line. Tian Xiaorui immediately opened the bank app to scan the code and transfer money. Yang Hao felt secretly pleased in his heart. Take out your phone immediately. Scan code transfer successful. Yang Hao immediately placed an order. Ding. Payment successful. The host successfully purchased a pair of 18K gold inlaid Jade full-color egg-faced earrings and earrings. Yang Hao replied, when the goods are ready, I will give them to you. Okay, thank you, Yang Hao. Tian Xiaorui happily wants to leave the tea room. Come back. Yang Hao suddenly grabbed her arm. Ah. Tian Xiaorui looked at him in surprise. Is there anything else? Don't forget the benefits you promised me. Tian Xiaorui blushed and waved her hand to break free from him. I know, I promised you. I won't keep my promise. I'll make sure to keep it when I have time someday. I have to work hard. Goodbye. Tian Xiaorui left the tea room. Yang Hao let out a cold snort at the corner of his mouth. Sample, it's another empty promise, but if you want to default this time, I'm afraid it won't work. Look at the time, Ferrari should have delivered it by now. The phone rings at this moment. Yang Hao immediately happily connected. Hello, Mr. Yang Hao. The Ferrari sports car you ordered has been delivered to your company downstairs. Please come downstairs to inspect it. Yang Hao's mouth curved with a hint of pride. Okay, just a moment, I'll come down right now. Yang Hao immediately sent a WeChat message to Tian Xiaorui. The item has arrived, come downstairs with me to pick it up. Tian Xiaorui saw it so quickly. Regardless of the authenticity of the information, he hurriedly ran out of the office. The two met at the elevator entrance. Has the thing really arrived? Yang Hao replied. The phone call just came and asked me to go down and sign for it. It should be here now. Let's go quickly. Okay. Go downstairs. Tian Xiaorui rushed out of the elevator. There is no courier in the lobby. There's no one around. Tian Xiaorui quickly looked at Yang Hao. Yang Hao walked straight outside the door. Tian Xiaorui quickly shouted. Hey, why are you going? Wait for me. Tian Xiaorui chased Yang Hao out of the gate. Yang Hao can't see the truck, call over. I'm here, where's your car? Sorry, it's like this. Your company's security guard doesn't allow us to unload goods at the entrance, so we drove the car to the alley diagonally across the street. Have you seen me? Yang Hao quickly looked across the street. Sure enough, I saw someone on the phone waving their hand towards me. Yang Hao smiled at the corner of his mouth and immediately crossed the road. Dead Yang Hao, where are you going with my earrings? You're not allowed to slip away, wait for me. Tian Xiaorui didn't receive the earrings and was very unhappy. Seeing Yang Hao crossing the road, he immediately chased after him. Yang Hao and Ferrari staff meet up. Mr. Yang, I'm truly sorry for making you work hard all the way. The staff were full of apologies. Yang Hao looked at the truck inside the box and shook his head excitedly. It's not difficult, the things I ordered are right in this truck. Yes. The staff immediately called for unpacking and unloading. Tian Xiaorui caught up and was extremely surprised to see the large truck unloading. I just ordered a small earring, will it be delivered by truck? Yang Hao has no time to talk to her. Now he is completely focused on unloading the truck. This cannot tolerate any carelessness. A slight bump made his flesh ache to death. Yang Hao is nervous. The staff are even more nervous than him. The truck carriage door opens. Lower the ladder. The car was gradually overturned. Expose sexy supercar buttocks. Yang Hao clenched his fists in excitement. Tian Xiaorui was also stunned. This is Ferrari. The car gradually fell down. Safe landing. There is not a single scratch. The staff breathed a long sigh of relief. Submit the contract. Mr. Yang, please sign. Tian Xiaorui was shocked and stared at Yang Hao in disbelief. Did you buy a Ferrari? Yang Hao signed while humming. Oh my goodness. Tian Xiaorui covered her face with both hands in disbelief. Her watery big eyes were shocked and round, almost falling out. How could this be possible? Yang Hao actually bought a Ferrari F8. Where did he get a few million? Can you actually afford a Ferrari? Is it difficult to say that he is actually a wealthy second generation? Always stuffing garlic. Or did he inherit a large inheritance? Tian Xiaorui is full of questions at this moment. Shocked as Yang Hao sat on a Ferrari. Woo-woo. Ignite, Ferrari's exhaust pipes make a roaring sound. This voice is too heart-wrenching. Tian Xiaorui's legs trembled. She felt like she was instantly stimulated to orgasm. This sports car is really amazing. I'm not dreaming, am I? Tian Xiaorui couldn't believe it and reached out to pinch her cheek. It hurts a lot. This is not a dream. I really saw Yang Hao develop. I also bought a Ferrari F8. Yang Hao drove to a stop next to Tian Xiaorui. Tian Xiaorui seemed to be in a dream, completely stunned. Tian Xiaorui, are you interested in taking a ride together? During the conversation, Yang Hao retracted the roof of the car. The Ferrari F8 suddenly became a stylish convertible sports car. I want it, I want it. Tian Xiaorui quickly rushed towards the co-pilot. Because I was too anxious, I stumbled and ended up falling into the car. Yang Haole laughed heartily and didn't give her a chance to sit well. Immediately shift gears and pressed the accelerator pedal. Ferrari was like a wild horse running free, whimpering and rushing towards the road. Ah! You slow down, I haven't sat down yet. Tian Xiaorui hurriedly sat down with excitement and fear, and pulled on her seatbelt. She excitedly watched as the scenery in front of her rapidly retreated. The acceleration of Ferrari F8 is at the racing level. The feeling of pushing back is extremely strong. A hurricane has struck. Tian Xiaorui's scalp tendons blew off directly and went with the wind. A head of shiny black hair swayed in the wind. It's so refreshing. Tian Xiaorui excitedly raised her hands above her head, looking up to enjoy the passionate speed. Yang Hao, are you a wealthy second generation? Tian Xiaorui asked excitedly. I can't hear you clearly. Yang Hao shouted back. Tian Xiaorui shouted excitedly. I'm asking you, are you a second generation wealthy person who can afford a Ferrari? If you like this book, join the bookshelf and vote in support. End of this chapter.